Week 9, feeling fine. Sometimes these intros just, I turn the camera on, I talk. What is up, football fans? Normally, these pick videos, well, at first they started on Wednesday, and then they went to Thursday, and this past Wednesday, Thursday was a complete nightmare for me. So now it's Saturday, the day before the games. And if you guys notice on the community section, I said that, you guys picked the Packers 92.2%. Me and my father picked the Packers, and the Packers ended up beating the 49ers 34-17. So we all got that one right. So far, all of us 1-0 on the week. But we had a bad week last week. Not bad in the aspect of like a losing record from last week, but we had a bad week last week. You guys went 9-5. You're now sitting at 81-38. You guys are doing pretty well. I went 9-5. I'm sitting at 79-40. I'm still 2 games behind you guys. Hopefully I catch up on you. And my dad had a bad week, 8-6 last week, so he's sitting at 75-44. He's 4 games behind me, and he is 6 games behind you guys. My dad needs to step it up. So we're going to be breaking it down. We're going to be picking the games for this week. Like I said, Packers 49ers, it already happened. We got that right, so we're 1-0. Next game, we're going to talk about 1 o'clock game. New York Giants 1-7 taking on the 2-5 Washington football team. Now, I'm picking the Giants in this one. The Giants actually played really well against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at some point, and they were giving them a hard time. Washington, on the other hand, it's Washington. Let's just be honest. That game was just a hot mess. So I'm going with the Giants in this one. My father is going with Washington. I guess he just thinks that the Giants can't get it done. But like I said, I like the way they played against Tampa Bay. And I think that they'll pull this one off. And you guys with a 55.1 is very close. Went Giants. Then we have the Chicago Bears taking on the Tennessee Titans. 5-3 versus 5-2. Titans lost 2 in a row. Not doing too swift. Chicago, on the other hand, also not doing too swift. Me and my father are going to take the Titans in this one. We just like that team better. They got that new addition on defense. Also, we just think that their team is just a little bit better than the Chicago Bears. You guys with an 88.1 also taking the Tennessee Titans. Then we have the Detroit Lions, 3-4, taking on the 2-5 Minnesota Vikings, who beat the Packers last week. I don't think anyone of us saw that, and that's why we had 9-5 records last week. I'm actually taking the Minnesota Vikings in this one. So is my father. We like the way they played against the Packers. We think that they're going to do the same thing. The same thing against the Lions, and you guys with the 70.7 also like the Minnesota Vikings. Then we have the Carolina Panthers, 3-5, taking on the very good Kansas City Chiefs at 7-1. Very easy. We're all going to be taking the Chiefs. You guys, 96.7, also taking the Chiefs. Chiefs are just on a roll right now. They're just on a roll. They had that one bad game where they slipped up, lost. But other than that, they're on a roll. They're playing really good. Then we have the 1-6 Houston Texans taking on the Minshew-less 1-6 Jacksonville Jaguars. This game can go either way. But in all honesty, I want to get the pick right. I'm taking the Houston Texans in this one. I think without Minshew, having a guy starting at quarterback who has barely any NFL experience, the Texans really should win this one. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Jacksonville Jaguars pulled this one off. But I'm taking the Texans. My father's taking the Texans. And you guys with a 57.4 also taking the Texans. Then we have the Baltimore Ravens, who also lost a few. They lost to the Steelers last week. Lamar Jackson didn't look good, but hey, not saying he isn't good. He just didn't look good last week. Taking on the 5-2 Colts. Who would have thought 5-2? But I think that the Ravens, they're going to try to bounce back off of that bad loss to the Steelers, and they're going to shut down Phillip Rivers and the Colts. So I'm taking the Ravens. My father's taking the Ravens, and you guys with an 81.6 are also taking the Ravens. Then we have the 6-1 Seattle Seahawks, lost to the Arizona Colts. They had a bye last week, taking on the 6-2 Buffalo Bills. And if Cam Newton didn't fumble the ball, potentially 5-3 and one game ahead of the Miami Dolphins. But this is a game in Buffalo that I will be rooting very hard for Seattle. I think Seattle will beat them because I think that the Bills defense is still hot garbage, and I think Russell Wilson is going to throw on them all day, every day. But same thing, I think this is going to be a very, very high-scoring game, like a 40-38 win for Seattle. It's going to be very, very, very good game, but I'm going Seattle. My dad's also going Seattle, and you guys with the 94.3 are also going with the Seattle Seahawks. Then we have the Denver Broncos. Locke came out, helped them beat those Chargers late. 3-4, taking on the Falcons. 2-6, Falcons are the Falcons. The Falcons are the Falcons. I'm actually taking Denver in this one. My father's taking Atlanta, and you guys with the 53.3 are taking Atlanta. I think this is the first game that me and you guys are picking differently. So this, I could potentially come back and get some points and tie this series up if I get these picks right. There's one other game where we pick differently, and I could potentially tie the series up. Then we have the almost said Oakland, the Las Vegas Raiders, 4-3. Same record as the Dolphins, taking on the 2-5 Chargers. I'm actually going to take the Raiders in this one. Chargers are consistently getting in their own way. Justin Herbert, regardless of how good he plays or how bad he plays, threw a few interceptions against the Denver Broncos. Regardless of that, the team always seems to get in the way, and it seems like Joey Bosa is not a go for this game. So I'm going with the Oakland Raiders. My father's going with the Oakland Raiders, and you guys with the 72.5 are also going with the Oakland Raiders. Then we have this game that you guys know how I feel about this game. 7-0 Steelers taking on the 2-6 Dallas Cowboys. I don't understand why this is on nationwide, why the whole United States gets to watch this game, and I'm not even going to give it the time of the day. Steeler fans, you know what's going to happen. You guys are 7-0. You guys are playing really great. You guys are undefeated for a reason. The Dallas Cowboys suck. They have playing with their third-string quarterback. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to win this one. You guys with a 97.5. Steelers are going to win this one. I'm very upset that this game is nationwide on TV. This isn't even a competitive game. It's stupid. Then we have the Sunday night game. The Saints 5-2 taking on the 6-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The AFC South on the line. Drew Brees taking on Tom Brady. I'm taking the Saints in this one. My dad is taking Tampa Bay, and you guys are taking Tampa Bay with a 64.8. So if the Denver Broncos and the Saints win, I will be tied with you guys come this time next week. That's how my picks are going. And then finally, the Monday night game. We have the Patriots taking on the Jets. Don't be surprised if the Jets pull off an upset. I will be ecstatic. I am rooting hard for the Jets Monday night. I want the Jets to beat the Patriots. I want the Jets to go 1-8, and then there's a potential that if the Texans lose, that the Texans might have that first overall pick, push the Jets out, and just have the Texans fall on their face, and the Dolphins I'd love it if the Jets win this game. And then the Patriots get their first, give the Jets their first win. Patriots go to 2, and I just would love it. But it's not going to happen. We're all taking the Patriots. Me and my father and you guys with the 69.7 are also taking the Patriots. And then we have the game that should be on all around the world, all around the United States. I think that the Steelers should only be in the Pittsburgh area, and the Cowboys should only be in the Dallas area. And the game of Tua Tagovailoa taking on Kyler Murray, the 4-3 Miami Dolphins taking on the 5-2 Arizona Cardinals. That should be on more of the country so I could watch it here in New Jersey. But you guys already know I'm picking the Dolphins. I picked the Dolphins to win this one. I think I said 20-17. I think it's going to be a close one. My father's picking the Dolphins, and you guys with an 87.3 are also picking the Miami Dolphins. But be sure to comment below. Let me know what you guys think of these picks. Let me know what you guys think. What are your picks? Did you guys make your picks? Just so you know, every day I tell you guys to make the picks. I think only about 200 you guys made the picks this time. So, again, let me know. Maybe I won't do this next season. I don't know. But be sure to comment below. Let me know what you guys think of the picks, and I'm going to get to you guys' comment of the day. I'm actually going to pick 2 for comment of the day. I went onto Twitter right before I was recording this, and I told you guys, hey, listen, who wants to be in comment of the day? Let me give you guys on the Twitter, so be sure to go follow me on Twitter. Let me give you guys on that Twitterverse, a chance to get part of comment of the day. And 2 of you guys asked me a very good question. I'm going to start with Oren. Oren says, where will Jesse Davis play when Austin Jackson comes back? And if you guys don't know, Austin Jackson is healthy. He was practicing a ton. They don't see him getting pushed to play this Sunday, tomorrow. So he'll probably come back next week against the Chargers. But that's a good question. And I think what I would do is I would put Jesse Davis at a guard position. I think that keeping Robert Hunt at the tackle position and putting Jesse Davis at one of the guard positions would help the run game drastically. Now, is it Solomon Kinley's position or Eric Flowers? It's up to the Dolphins to decide which of the 2 is playing worse than the other. Not saying they're playing bad, but which one's playing worse, because I think Jesse Davis would be playing better and help the run game out drastically. And then Johnny Fins says, is our talent the reason we can't stop the run, or is it our scheme? Good question. I think it's a combination. I don't think necessarily it's the scheme. I think we have very young guys on that defensive line, especially in the middle. We need those big thumping NTs, nose tackles. And I think once Raekwon Davis gets into the groove, once Raekwon Davis starts to understand the scheme, understand the play, and get used to the NFL football, I think he's going to be helping us out drastically, stopping the run. So I think it's a combination, but I think it's mostly has to do with the players. But thank you, Johnny Fins, and thank you, Oren. Be sure to go follow me on Twitter. That's where I got these from, and check out the Instagram. I'm sorry I don't post more on Instagram, but I'm trying my best to get back over there and post more on Instagram. So be sure to go over, follow me on all of my social medias. Check out Fanatics Network. Very, very good website, fanaticsnetwork.com, and they have their YouTube channel. Check it out. Podcasts, all that great stuff, articles. Go over, check it out. Fan to Fan Network. I will be on there tomorrow at 11 a.m. Go on twitch.tv/fan-to-fan network or their YouTube page and say, hey, where's DouglieDoWrong? I want the Dolphins on here. I'm not going to wait till you guys put them on later. I want them on now. And it'll force them to put me on. So I'm not sitting around on the back. So I'll see you guys tomorrow during that. Let me know if you guys want me to go live for the Cardinals-Dolphins game. Do you guys want me to go live? I'm going to be about a play behind because it's not on TV. Does that bother you? Be sure to comment below, and I will decide if I'm going live. I might, but it's up to you, and it's up to what you guys say in the comment below. But other than that, I will potentially see you guys tomorrow. Miami Dolphins taking on the Arizona Cardinals. But other than that, like usual, guys, stay classy. Fins up.